I used to think that a belief was something you built, and then you lived inside it. A sturdy house with firm walls and a clear view. You knew what was true. You knew what was right. The blueprint was drawn in the bold, confident lines of youth, and life, you thought, would simply be the act of construction. But a lifetime has a way of softening the lines. The walls you thought were permanent, they show their grain. The windows you looked through, their glass takes on a certain tint, shaped by all the weathers they've seen. And sometimes you find yourself in a room you built long ago, and you realize the door has quietly closed behind you. You don't live in that room anymore. You just outgrew it. If you're feeling that quiet shift in the foundations of what you hold true, if the convictions that once felt so solid now feel more like living things, breathing and changing, then perhaps you'd like to join me, just for a few minutes. Find a comfortable place, let your shoulders soften, and breathe. We're not here to debate or dismantle, only to observe, with a kind curiosity, how a soul's landscape changes over the long seasons. 1. The certainty of youth gives way to quiet questions. When we're young, we often mistake intensity for truth. We hold our beliefs like bright, polished stones, solid, defined, ready to be shown. But life is a river, and over decades, the water runs over those stones. It doesn't destroy them necessarily, but it smooths their sharpest edges. What's left is not less real, but it's warmer to the touch, and you begin to carry them not as weapons or badges, but as familiar, worn companions, whose weight and shape you know intimately, even as you hold them up to the light with a quiet, "I wonder." 2. Life's losses and joys reshape what we hold as sacred. You might have once believed the sacred was found only in grand cathedrals or ancient texts, and then you sit through the long, silent night with a hurting friend, and the sacred is in the space between your words. You plant a seed in tired earth and watch it stubbornly rise, and the sacred is in that green defiance. The monumental concepts we were given, they often break apart in our hands, and in the pieces we see a mosaic of 1,000 ordinary, breathtaking moments. What is holy changes. It becomes less of a location and more of a way of seeing. 3. Some beliefs we defended fiercely become gentler or fade entirely. You can almost feel the ghost of the old fervor, can't you? The heat in your chest as you argued a point, the clear line you drew between right and wrong. Some of those lines, they begin to blur, not out of weakness, but out of a longer acquaintance with complexity. You meet the other side, not as a caricature, but as a person, with a story, a loss, a love as real as your own. The belief may not vanish, but the need to defend it, to make others see it, that often softens into a quiet knowing that sits beside a newfound peace with not being fully understood. 4. New, unexpected sources of meaning appear in ordinary places. You stop looking for the grand thesis of your life and start noticing the poignant footnotes. The way the afternoon light falls in a particular square on the kitchen floor, the reliable purr of an old cat, the taste of a soup that reminds you of someone gone. These are not small things. They are the threads that begin to hold the tapestry together when the larger patterns feel too vast to comprehend. Meaning migrates. It settles in the dust motes dancing in a sunbeam, in the comfort of a well-worn path, in the silent understanding of a long-married glance. 5. We learn to hold convictions lightly with room for mystery. A tightly clenched fist can hold only what it already contains. An open hand can feel the breeze, catch the rain, receive a gift. After enough years, you learn the difference between a core truth and the scaffolding you built around it. You might let the scaffolding go. The truth remains, but now it stands under an open sky. You become more comfortable with the "I don't know." The mysteries of love, of suffering, of the sheer fact of existence stop being problems to solve and become landscapes to inhabit. Awe becomes a more constant companion than certainty. 6. What we believe about ourselves and others softens into deeper compassion. The harshest judgments often turn inward. The stories we told ourselves, "I am not enough," "I should be different," they lose their convincing power. You see the younger versions of yourself not with criticism, but with a sorrowful tenderness. You did the best you could with the light you had then. And this extends almost without effort to everyone else. You see the weariness behind a stranger's eyes, the hidden battle in a friend's boast, the universal yearning for peace in a world of noise. Belief becomes less about evaluating and more about witnessing, with kindness. So here we are, in the middle of our becoming. The house of your beliefs is not a fixed monument. It is a living space, with rooms you return to, rooms you've left behind, and windows you're just now opening for the first time. And that is not a sign that you were wrong before. It is a sign that you were alive all this time. Today, if you can, offer a moment of kindness to your own evolving heart. Notice one belief that feels softer than it once did, or one simple, ordinary thing that has quietly become a source of meaning. There's no test, no finish line, only the gentle, ongoing conversation between who you were and who you are now, and the mystery of who you are still becoming. It's okay to not have the map. It's enough to feel the ground beneath your feet and to look up now and then at the vast and starry sky. Thank you for listening and for being here now. May you carry your truths, both old and new, with a gentle hand.